literally curls her into a ball and is like, yes, okay.
Perfect.
Nat 20.
Hell yeah!
19.
Yeah. So while the others, go ahead and keep hidden in the tree line and in the darkness that the night affords, the two of you go and you creep very easily around the house, and you're able to make a good check of getting around and seeing where the doors are, seeing where the windows are. Most of them have the shades drawn closed. You can peek in a few places and see where there is a doorway. You're able to see a kitchen. And you're able to see a dining hall. And you remember where the library was?
Right.
But other than that, you can't see too much. But you can tell where the windows and doors and stuff are.
Do we see anyone walking around or awake or anything like that?
No.
Watch him be like not in his own
I'm gonna go
Watch
use
him
the
be
restroom.
like
Absconded with a
Bleaching
nighttime lover.
there.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Oh wait, no.
That was the goal of that exercise.
I just sent you an updated map where she wrote in kitchen and dining hall.
Oh, look at y'all. Getting shit done.
Yes, good.
Yeah. We faced the place. When Sarah comes back, I'll ask her if we found a window or like an access point that was most preferable.
Is that a spiral staircase I see?
That's what I'm assuming. I don't know if we've seen that.
The jar part.
For right now, I think we can only know where the library, kitchen, and dining hall are.
So that's a downward spiral case?
Mm-hmm.
And that's an upward stairs thing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is good music.
It's very spooky.
Makes me think of Stranger Things.
Ready to
Oh, yeah.
dance a mess or get your
Unfortunately, it's really short. It's only like 3 minutes.
Get to hug Kepler.
She's sweet baby.
In my mind, Carly, Rinna is like Kepler.
Oh yeah, that's actually exactly what she's like.
That is the spirit
She's
animal.
She's like a liquid person and she just moves.
Well, after getting a freaking 23 out the window and a freaking nat 20 case in the joint.
Mm-mm.
This is her own limit, how we're sneaking.
Thank you. I'm gonna pee. Well, the DM is away.
Rinna is a half elf?
Yeah, half elf.
Okay.
She's cool.
Ah, come on, Bluetooth. I feel like I want to have like an RP moment, but we're just waiting.
Yeah, but you're out sneaking.
We're sneaking.
But we're so sneaky, we can have a conversation while we sneak.
Do it. Have a conversation. Build some character.
I must say, Rinna, I've never met anybody who can quite keep up stealth-wise with me. It's impressive.
Well, yeah, you're so small, you just sneak right through places. Oh, was that insulting? I'm sorry.
Making friends everywhere we
No,
go.
that's okay. I've kind of gotten used to my stature. It is very beneficial.
Can I offer anyone
Yes.
water?
Sneaking around houses and...
I shall come to you.
Are you using it when they send out on
Gotcha.
You gotta throw it out.
sneaking missions?
Yes, actually, it's I've done quite a few crazy B&Es since I've been a part of this group, which I never thought would be something I would do.
Well, I can tell you that B&E is my specialty.
Bacon and eggs.
I was gonna say, you must have done something to have developed these kind of skills.
Indeed. I have done things to develop these skills.
Cartel?
Pertel.
Watervale is a thriving and naive city.
Ah,
I love this character that Carly has developed. It's so good.
Yeah.
well, I must say, I am not without my taking of advantage of the naive, but that was when I was a much younger halfling.
Luckily, I still am living in my much younger years, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Good.
Well, try not to get in too much trouble, as we have a lot at stake with this party.
I won't hurt them. They seem like good people.
They are, from what I can tell.
Alright, so.
There we go.
He's like, for a month.
Alright, so where.
Do
So.
we find like the best access point, or what we determine to be the best access point?
This is the Inception music.
Yes, actually. Based on what you've seen, this window over here, especially because there is no window in the library, seems to be the safest.
So in between
What
the
figure is
kitchen.
that?
So it's the window between the kitchen and the library,
Well, the study.
Okay.
or
yeah.
the study.
Oh,
Yeah.
secretly there's a passageway. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that music changed. It was not what I pre-picked.
It's me.
In my mind, this necromancer is just Sailor J.
You should just so what you should put on is you should just put on Claire de Lune on a loop, because then we'll have that like classical music happening while we do a heist / murdering a guy, which is the best part of any like Mission Impossible movie.
I can do that. Real quick. So is that what we want to do? Do we want to take that window?
Did you come back and tell us what you saw?
Or I'm asking
Oh.
Rena.
Yeah. Yes, let's go back and... This is definitely the window we should go through.
Okay.
Yeah, in my mind, this necromancer is now just Sailor J, being like, makeup is for those who want to leech the dead souls of their rich lovers.
What song did you say?
Claire de Lune.
Sorry, I blinked out for a second. What did y'all say?
They're just asking music stuff.
Oh, okay.
I hope I hope, well, what is it? I hope without hope. I wish against wish. That this
It's by
man...
Debussy. No, I will fall asleep. But it's so funny. It's my favorite heist music.
She will definitely fall asleep. I hope he's out there leeching souls and he's not
He's not in the house.
He's not at home and we're like sneaking around for no reason. This is gonna be like an Umbrella Academy when like people are trashing the house and Klaus is in the bathtub with his headphones on. You can't hear everybody getting like ruckused up.
So I guess Tenzin and Rena are gonna head back to the group and let them know what we've found, the access points, and the one that we think will be best to get in, and the layout that we were able to determine.
Alright.
Well, okay, I'll take two.
And then does the party go ahead and move around towards the window?
No?
We're gonna stealthily do that, yes.
Well, y'all definitely were good with your nat 20 and your 19. But I need the three of you to roll stealth. Go ahead and roll with advantage because they have already scouted safe passages.
It's way better.
I rolled a 19 and an 18.
Hey,
Yep, and your Odyssey.
I freaking rolled a 2 and a 4. Well, now it's actually a 16 now.
21.
Yep.
So a 21 and a 22.
Yeah, no, you're all safe.
Hell yeah.
All three of you, all five of you safely get
This is a
around
blessed endeavor.
to the window.
To the wall.
Who's Who's getting the window up?
I got it because that's literally my whole shooter.
All right.
Sometimes it's just like, Rina, I think you're best suited for this.
Go ahead and do. I will let you pick. You may do sleight of hand or performance. Because you're trying to get this window open without being heard.
Can I do my thieves tools?
Yeah, your thieves tools will go ahead and give you. Well, that's more for like lock picking. But if you want to use your thieves tools with this, then go ahead and roll advantage on whichever of those you pick.
We'll do sleight of hand.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. My first one was a 3. My second one was a 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Sleight of hand, 5, 17, 22.
Damn, boy.
Yeah, so you guys watch as Rinna gets these tools out of her pocket and just real quick, and then the window just very effortlessly slides up without a sound.
Should I go in first?
Come on, let's go.
Alright, Tamsin's gonna very stealthily sneak in first.
Okay. You enter into the house, and the layout, of course, it's the same as you remember. The lights are very much dimmed. In fact, most of them are not even lit. There are a few candelabras scattered throughout the room, emitting just a soft candlelight glow. But other than that, there's no sign of anyone.
Everybody has dark vision except for you, right? Unless you spend a key point.
I have just my 2 key points, but I can see enough for now.
I don't have dark vision.
Oh, okay.
Weirdly enough.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, you're gonna let signal that it's clear and then assist people into the window.
Okay. Yeah. You guys don't have to worry about getting in. You guys have already gotten the window up and in quietly. You guys have scouted enough to. You're doing good. You could do Ocean's 8 music.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Which,
So
funnily enough, Claire de Lune is what they played in the last scene of Ocean's 8.
yeah.
Yeah, while they were all looking at the fountains.
All right. So Tamsin, you're in first. Who would go next?
Well, we might want Renal in the back to
Yeah, that's what I
cap
was
the
gonna say.
party.
I'll carry up the team.
So I'll go next, and I'll kind of keep a hand on Remember's arm so that if there is she can't see problem, I can help her out with it.
And I'll come up after, remember?
Okay.
And then
My seeing eye wizard.
All right.
Sneaky music.
Okay. Where are y'all headed?
Do we know that spiral staircase is there? No. Okay.
It's a little meta for me to draw it, but
Yeah, I was okay. I
We
didn't.
know where the library or the study's at. We know there's a staircase going up. We know where the kitchen is at. We know where the dining hall is at. So
the dining hall you could see has just the long table, chairs, beautiful
Do we know
decor.
what's in that empty room?
do we see
Do
what
we know
was
that
in the
there's a room there?
Yes, you could see that there was a window there,
Okay.
but you
John.
couldn't
I
see
would
it.
probably go there because I don't think they
I'd
would
say
hide
go to the
it.
empty room.
Yeah, in the kitchen or the hallway or the dining hall. Like, what would they even put there?
Okay, so then our question is, do we want to go through the kitchen and the dining hall, or do we want to just go across in the open foyer area?
I mean, the kitchen and the dining hall you already cleared, right?
Yes. Well, we checked.
Slice the pie.
We looked in the windows and we could see. We didn't see anybody in
didn't
there.
see anyone
We
there.
still need to be cautious, but we didn't see anybody in there when we checked.
Alright, since we know that that's there,
And we know there's a door that lets out on the other side of this opening.
then let's go over there. We'll sneak a
Because
snake through.
technically that would be in our line of sight.
Yeah.
The age-old betrayal at House on the Hill question. Do we open the new room or do we go back through one we've already been in?
Right.
Betrayal at house on the hill.
I say we go through the kitchen and dining hall.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
And what are your movement speeds?
30 feet for me.
I think
it's
it's
about
the
30
same.
feet for everybody.
35.
30.
Well,
Like an old monk speed.
Sturdy.
But, yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, so then
So, and everything is clear.
Yep.
But now I can see these two openings.
Yes. Now you
Can I see past that opening?
It's dark.
Okay. Guys, there's an opening over there. It's dark. But there's that opening right there that goes to the other room.
Was there any light in the house anywhere?
There's like the few candelabras that are lit around, but it's still very shadowy and dark.
I would think that we would investigate that back area. And I'm trying not to meta.
Yeah, no, you're
But
fine.
like, I would think that that would connect into the empty room.
Yeah.
If anything.
Well,
Or
we're
it
not
had-
going to be afraid, so.
What'd you say?
We're not here to be afraid.
You're right.
Correct. I am afraid.
I'm still very afraid. Alright, you guys want to try to stealth? We're gonna be quiet through the dining hall into that back room area, and then if there's nothing, then we can just go out into the other room.
I don't like
sounds
that.
good.
Don't worry about it.
Don't do that. Don't patronize us.
It's fine.
Don't patronize us.
Okay. So where are
We're
you
stealthing
guys?
through?
We're
Stealthing through?
stealthing up to here, to this wall.
Yeah.
35 would take you about there. So
And would I be able to see this
We're all
opening?
sitting at the table.
yeah.
Okay.
And there is a circular
Coyote ugly.
stair going down.
So, for those that can't see, I believe that there is a stairwell going down, and then there is an opening into the empty room that we wanted to check initially.
Should we check the empty room first and then go into the stairwell?
It's worth peeking.
I guess might as well, yeah. So I'm gonna like just come up to the corner and then peek through.
Okay. So you go ahead and you peek in and you see that it is a beautiful, just beautifully decorated room of art pieces and statues and
Anything familiar?
you see a few pieces that you recognize as being from Adcord. Some really beautifully done statues, a few really lovely tapestries, but nothing that seems like it's anything. It's not anything like super like, ooh, it's a juju. It's just a beautiful collection.
Rina, stay away
Yeah.
from this room for the time being.
Okay.
What all would you all like to do? I basically let everybody know. It's just kind of like a fancy art room and there's nobody in there.
Would they, I mean, put anything unscrupulous in there?
Now that I can see, it just looks like all bits of fancy art and tapestries and.
Alright, I'm gonna poke my head in there
Okay.
and roll a perception check.
Okay.
Useless. 10.
You don't see anything in particular.
Okay, let's go down the spooky staircase.
Super cool.
Alright.
Every good Scooby-Doo will.
Order? Should we do order?
Take your order.
Same one.
Yeah. Oh wait, you can't
Yeah,
see
same
them.
I cannot see in the dark. Is it dark?
There is no light coming up from the
You
stairs.
said there's like candelabras. Are they
The
stuck
candles are just like around.
to the walls, or are they just?
No, like on tables and stuff.
I'm gonna pick one up off the table and hand it to Tamsin then.
Okay.
Alright, Thames is going down first with the candelabra.
Listen,
Okay.
you
No.
Pause.
Yeah.
Should we go down with light or have someone who can see in the dark and won't give away our position?
I know,
Yeah,
that's what
no.
my thought.
At that point, just put one of us in the front.
And Tamsin right behind
and
them.
I.
Well, we'll just put Tamsin right behind them.
And we also have a choke point if it comes to that, so.
Yeah, only one
Yeah.
of us will die.
Like, I'm a squishy wizard, but also that means we're not, like, giving ourselves away that early.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think the candelabra is a good
Alright,
idea.
fine. She puts the candle on right now.
Okay, well, Tamsin and I just changed spots. He goes brings up the back, I'll bring up the front.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh. Do you have dark vision?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
not.
Okay, yeah. Okay, then you can go first. And Tamsin will follow behind you.
Scribble
I'm just
something.
waiting for something to
I
blink
gotta run
in.
to the restroom.
Honestly, like, I really appreciate the romance, but you should be writing suspense and, like, thrillers.
Genuine.
I have been so tense, like, so many times when we played D&D.
Literally.
I used to write.
Write death and taxes.
I'm working on
I
it.
used to write horror and thrillers, but then my creative writing teacher said that it was too intense and I needed to step back. And so I stopped.
Fuck that guy.
They were a dumb hoe. You need to be writing books and making us cash money.
Yeah, so you're trying to be Stephen King or all.
Are you trying to kick Stephen King's ass or no?
Honest.
I would love to meet Stephen King one day and be like, you know what, my name is Sarah King! Sarah King, you bastard!
He's another king takes the throne.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
I would yell that at him. Another king takes the throne! And you guys would be like, Sarah, stop.
Ma'am.
So we talked about this.
Taxes, both intense and romantic. Write my shit.
Okay.
Sell that shit.
Super cool. So we're heading down the staircase?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sarah's
Sarah's
redrawing
drawing
the map.
Oh.
And our true foe is at the end of the staircase. The man. Oh my gosh, on April Fool's, all the critters just chairs
Map.
for April Fool's, and it was like one person wrote down a whole comic and stuff like that, and it was like, oh no, all this stuff happening, da da da, creeping down a hallway, and then all of a sudden the chair appears and runs freaking Caleb through with its chair leg, and that's how it ends. And they're like, oh, the humanity, happy. Yeah, it was like Happy April Fools, and then it was like, I think they're called Critical Fools is the hashtag.
That's amazing.
If that's not an inner sanctum, I don't know what is.
So y'all go down the stairwell, the staircase, the winding stairs. And Rinna, leading the front, you descend down into this darkened basement. And the room is a stone floor, stone walls, a very lovely, ornately woven rug on the floor in a typical Guranian fashion. And you see what looks like a very strange moneylender's table that the four
Son
of
of a
you
bitch.
recognize as a shrine to Mogul.
Damn it.
Motherfucker.
I didn't think this was part of the overarching plot, but I guess
Here
it is.
we are.
I did too.
I had a feeling. I was like, this seems too.
And on the table is a weight system.
It's a puzzle. I knew this was gonna happen. I was so excited about it in the last one, and then it wasn't a real thing, and here we are. It's happening.
Did I just totally miss out on a whole puzzle last time around?
No, you didn't.
No? Okay.
Which is why I think it was so funny is you were like, it's a puzzle, it's a puzzle. I'm like, this one isn't the puzzle,
That
Daniel.
makes me feel better.
Let me send Carly the picture.
Yes.
So this scale is built into this table, and there is a gear on either side, and
Manual carriage.
there are 5 weights scattered on the table, each with an identifying strength to them, 1 through 5. And you can see 5 clasps.
Sorry.
You can see 5 clasps hanging on this strange system of levers and rods and strings.
I'm being transported to the Goonies where they have to play a certain thing, otherwise, like, they die.
Correct.
From the piano.
Are we trying to just even out the numbers on either side, so it's the same number on either side of it?
So, that one, I would have been
One,
use that.
So you have 5 weights on the table that are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Right.
No, I don't know if this has anything to do with it. I think it's just a math problem.
Oh, okay, because this just
So,
looks like. the
Yeah,
symbol.
they're gears.
Let me see.
Yeah, those are those are gears.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, so if we put the 5 here, 5 will go on the lesser side. And then we want the other 3 to equal 5 plus whatever we put down here.
Does it matter? Well, I'm assuming the fact that there's less prongs on each gear isn't part of it.
What I'll have you do is I will have. Well, no, that won't exactly work.
Wait, what is the top of the
I can
table?
technically.
It's literally just sitting upright on the table. This is built into the table itself. The table is a stone table.
Girl,
Okay,
would it help
what
you
is-
if I live streamed this on Instagram so you could watch it?
What is our perspective of the table from this view? What's our
I mean,
perspective
you
of the
can
table? Are we
FaceTime,
looking
you're
down on the
like that
table?
one.
Yeah, you are looking.
I
So
don't have
this
an
is
iPhone.
sitting upright like this, and it's much larger than this, obviously. But it's sitting upright on the table.
So this is kind of like a medical scale at the doctor's, something like that.
Kind of. It's literally built into the table itself with these two rods that are coming up, gears on either side, with another rod across the top, and a string hanging down with rods that are going out, and the 5 clasps that are already in place. And it looks like someone was able to kind of move these clasps around, but this is how the clasps were in place.
Are they balanced right now?
If you go to your, so swipe over to like add
Yes.
your story and then
Yeah, like right now it's not doing anything.
Because you said there's scales, right?
No, it looks similar to the scale system where it's like a balancing everything,
Live.
but
No, okay, so it's if it's a math problem, then I'm having a really hard time with it, which might just be because I'm sleep deprived. But like my thought would be we have to balance the scale. So we'll have
Equation.
3 numbers that are going to be over here and 2 numbers that are going to be over here that are either going to have to even out, or there's one side that is supposed to be unbalanced.
Yeah, because if you...
Because I've been running the numbers in my head and I might just be missing it, but I don't see a way to.
this is one rod and this is one rod.
They don't connect.
They're connected by just another thing, but they move independently of each other.
Oh.
So we just have to. Okay, so we can balance
Which way do they move?
separately.
They just teeter, right? So
Yeah,
like
they-
this,
they're
they just
teetering.
teeter like this?
Yeah, they're teetering.
Okay.
Okay. So then we don't have to balance this and this. We just have to balance these and that separately of each other. They're independent. So we need one number that equals these 2 numbers and then 2 equal numbers. But we don't
Right.
have 2 equal numbers. So that's a problem. Unless we're taking the
The notches
The
and
notches.
extra points.
because then it would be 2 and 1. And then the numbers we would have left are 3, 4, and 5. Woo, y'all. Okay.
We have 4 people watching.
Hi, welcome.
Who's watching you live
if you
right
know the
now?
answer, please God type it in the box.
Honestly.
We're really sleepy and we gotta fight this dude
Also,
before
for
we can
people
leave.
watching, it's upside down for them.
2. Here. This is actually probably better for us, anyways.
We have no idea what we're doing.
We're trying to solve this.
Yeah,
puzzle.
so my thought would be 2 here, 1 here, if we're taking the notch into account. And then we need to have 1 here that's going to be +1 because there's 1 notch there. And then,
But that would leave us with 3 and 4 here and 5 over there. Because 2 and 1 are...
Do the gears tilt the table?
We haven't touched the gears at all, so we don't know if it advances the table or if it does anything at all. For the people watching, this is a table with 2 different gear shifts, and on the top corners on the left and right, those are gears, and we think that if we move them correctly, something will happen to the table, but we're not sure. Also, we're definitely not supposed to be in this room, so if we do something wrong and it kills us, that's a problem.
just a little
Can
bit.
we shift the rods over?
No.
Okay.
No, they're stuck where they are. Well, these don't have to necessarily be 1 and 2.
What did you say those cool?
They're clasps.
They're just clasps.
They're clasps that the weights go on.
Okay, so we know for
What
sure
if I
weights
take
go on.
one of the weights
Mm-hmm.
And we've got...
and then keep it?
Is weight... Does their number represent the weight, basically? So 1 is lighter than 2, 2 is lighter than 3, 3 is
Essentially,
lighter
yeah.
than 4, 4 is lighter than 5.
Yeah.
But we don't know exactly how much they weigh.
Right.
So we have to balance the weights first to find out what weighs more. Maybe. I feel
Oh,
like
wait,
that's-
we don't know how much these weigh?
Those are they're just labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And like weighing them in our hands, do we feel like, does it feel like they are weighed, their weight increases with the number of the thing?
Yeah, it definitely does.
But we don't know if it's like a steady increase.
Right.
We don't know if it's a steady increment.
Exactly.
Well,
That's like an SAT problem.
Oh, wait. I think I might have something.
If George has 4 apples and Emily has 3. Ashley says, is there anything on the back of each, like a key shape?
No. The weights are just the weights.
They're just weight.
Are we cheating
weighted.
getting outside help?
it's like a scale.
I think
That's
it's
like,
adorable, so I'll allow it,
it's
but
like
like...
trying to balance a
I
scale.
don't, to be fair, I don't think they're going to be
It's
able to help
fate.
anyways.
It's just the voices of fate.
Fate just whispering in our ears. Oh, Jared joined. Hi, Jared.
Hi, Jared. Okay, so
Ashley
well,
says they
heck.
did okay.
if we don't know what the weights are,
So 1 is larger than 2, and 2 is larger than 3,
So,
and
Jared,
so on.
this is a table that we're looking at on the top left and right corner. There are gears.
yeah.
In the middle, there is 2 different sliding gear shifts, and then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all weighted differently, and we need to place them on the board.
Oh, I have an
We think
idea.
that if we do it correctly, something will happen. But
So,
we're also in a dangerous house
We
where we
put-
could get murdered. So we have to be quiet.
I want to do it on the paper.
Yeah, go for it.
And all the numbered bottle, like circle things, are weighted differently, and they don't have any distinctive
1,
markings
2,
on them besides the
4, 5,
numbers.
6, with one
So-
on 3 and one on 6.
I think our numbers need to be
I
5,
do. To Jared, I'm answering.
3, 2.
We're in the house of a necromancer.
Oh, wait.
We think it's gonna open a passageway.
I had something I lost it. Hold on.
What was the thought process?
They're in Lord Fancyleaf's house.
We're in we're in Archibald's house, like Dad's
Aww.
house. And he's
Cute.
actually indisposed, and no one knows where this guy went. And the new mayor just like waltzed in and brainwashed everybody, and we think he's a necromancer stealing everyone's souls. So we're trying to get up in this piece, and he said, "Oh, we're trying to save your dad.
I lost
We're trying to save your dad."
I mean, that follows what I was thinking towards the beginning, but if we follow that line of logic, then we would have to have 2 equal numbers
What are you trying to do?
on the bottom.
Mhm.
So we would have to take the tick marks into account if you're going to try and balance them based on the numbers. But if the weights aren't consistent, then I don't know if the numbers actually mean anything.
I love how Carly's a viewer, and then it's Jared and Ashley trying to help us solve this puzzle because they're nerds. But yeah, it's Ashley said, "It's me, I are fate." And Jared's like, "If you have healing, you could just randomly spam it and see how much you get in."
That's such a Jared answer to this.
Ashley says, "Do the number of cogs on the gears matter?" I don't think so. I think we already asked that, and Sarah said no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they don't matter. They're just, I think they're there as a mechanism. I think Jared says, "I feel attacked." I think once we get this right, I think it's gonna like lead a passageway, question mark, or set something off. We don't know.
Wait,
So
okay.
if we think
me
of
think
it
about
like
this.
something is equal to like, so 4 is equal to 1 and
It is. You
3,
just answered that.
like
Wait.
added together.
What'd you say?
Does that make
Say it again, Carly.
If we think of it like 4 is equal to 1 and 3 together,
Mm-hmm.
maybe that can help us balance it in like that way.
Yeah. Because that was my thought process in the beginning. But then Sarah said that the 2 bars are independent of each other. So my thought was we would have to balance on this side and then on this side. Like we'd have to put these 2 numbers equal to these 3. But she said that these bars move independently of each other.
Also, give me 1 second. I just realized, because I was looking at that and I was like, why are those not adding up? And I realized that I drew something wrong. So that's
Oh,
on
okay.
me.
Also, Erin joined for a minute, and that's how it is.
So that's not there. She's
Okay.
That helps.
Oh yeah,
So-
she is here. Hi, Erin.
Hi,
Ashley has.
And then
Bye,
Jared's
Ashley.
like, roll for it. Can you roll an intelligence?
Can I roll insight?
I think she's fixing the.
yeah, I'm fixing
Chart right
something
now.
really quick.
So we might be able to get it for funsies.
So are they 6 now?
Erin says hello. Erin.
No, she was just moving where they were.
Okay.
Erin, we're trying to save Archie's dad.
There's this one here.
There's this one here, and there's this one here.
So I have this.
This is not there, and that is not
Alright, so
there.
this is drawn correctly now then.
Are the notches still there? Like where?
Yes, the notches are still there.
Including this one here on the end?
No, that one at the end. Let
So
me go
I drew
get
it
white
up
out.
That
right
goes
way, I
away.
think. So
Hold on.
I drew
have
this
white
out. I drew it out the right way, the way she marked it. So there's here, then 2, then there's missing 1, then there's 1, then there's missing 1, missing 2, then there's 1, and there's missing 1. So
Yeah, so she had to fix the diagram.
But
you
I think
guys.
she was saying that far right one doesn't exist.
oh, this far left prong.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know, because she just
Had
crossed
to
that out.
correct it, 'cause I guess she put
I
it
think that
out.
was the intention though. But then that might still help us with the balancing
But
act.
yes, Aaron, he did shun his.
So, because then that's this plus 2
I'm gonna
is
back away
equal
just so you
to
guys- It's so funny because we're in Quran, so no magic.
Two
It's not.
numbers.
We have a pet dragon. And
plus
that's
3.
the problem. And you're not allowed to
Oh,
wear
yeah.
clothes, so Aircraft's dying.
I'm
But we're
dying.
now
It's real
in-
bad.
We're now in the mayor's house, which is Archie's dad. And he supposedly got sick and was indisposed. And then we're like, sketchy. So now a guy from Tardota
And then is
is
this.
there to
Oh,
come in.
she's checking.
Yeah, yeah.
Mayor, he's the best. And,
Well, skill in there.
it's super shady
Oh, wait.
because I'm like, well, where'd Mayor Fancy Leaf go? And they're like, oh, he got sick. I'm like, well, where does he live now? And they're like, we don't know. I'm like, okay, cool. That's sketchy. Are we able to roll for
Okay,
intelligence,
yeah, that whole
or do
thing
you
is
want us
gone.
just to get this ourselves?
No, I want to get this
I think-
myself.
I
You
think this
can-
might be right.
You can roll for intelligence, and I will give
Okay.
you a
and
clue.
then that would leave.
5, 6, 7. 1,
That
2,
is the new and
3,
improved
4. 5, 6, 7.
That's 3 though.
4 and 3. Yeah, that
Oh, Erin
doesn't.
says, I miss
Wait,
Sarah's
hold on.
puzzles. She does make good ones.
Hold on, wait. What did you get? Yeah. 4 and 2 snap into place.
Okay.
Wait, what?
4 and 2 snapped into place. So
What?
I'm on. Wait. 4. That's 3.
So then are the notches equal to 2? Like where the extra
Perhaps.
prong is?
Oh, maybe it's the. Wait.
So 4 and 2 snapped into place.
Oh, okay. Hold on. What if this is 2?
Carly, is this
that's
helping
4,
you at all?
6. 2, 4, 6.
I think so.
So if each prong is 2, then these would both equal 6. So this would be 2, 4, and then a 2, 6, 2, 4, and then 6. That's. I see that as the way they add up. Because otherwise, if the prongs are just 1, then that would be 4, and that would be, well, because that would be counting this prong. And if we count this prong, that would be 5. So it's either 2, 3, and 4. So that's, you see what I'm saying? So only if they're 2 does that seem to make sense to me. Which would
Oh,
be-
wait, no, yeah.
Each prong
Oh,
would be 2
okay.
points.
I gotcha.
We
Okay,
would
I
too.
understand.
So this would be 2, 4, 6. That'd be 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But that wouldn't work because we still have 3 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you guys know, we went live so that Carly could see the thing
We
better.
could go-
She's
see
not
this.
here.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm just talking to Jared and Aaron.
Okay.
It's fine.
What if we take... I don't know. What if we take 5 off and replace it with 1, maybe?
We're really one to the other side.
Yeah, I mean, we really only need to rearrange a couple letters.
Yeah.
We might as well just
If
test
they-
stuff.
yeah, if
What do
they-
you want to swap with 5?
And then
1 or
backwards.
3?
3.
3 makes more sense.
This
Because
point we
then
get to
it's-
just guess, and we don't have to be intelligent.
3 clicks into place.
Yep.
3 is good.
Okay, and then
So
swap 5 and 1.
That makes sense because actually 1 wasn't in the right place, so we should have thought of
Oh,
that.
Jared says, does Archie have his mechanical engineering badge yet?
Aww.
Those. He would if he were with us.
Aww.
And those go ahead and click into place.
We're
You
gonna find
solved
out.
my 2 a.m. weight puzzle that I figured out on my lunch break.
How the hell does that work?
Yeah, no. You're gonna need to...
Let me see if I can get it since we
Okay.
have the answer.
Alright.
Archie is not with us, Jared. We actually had him go back with the Lady Commander, but he did get his garbage removal badge.
Yeah.
And what else did he get?
You got quite a few.
Yeah, he got a couple.
I don't know.
Okay, so wait.
Would
we
you-
got the puzzle, right?
Yeah, the puzzle
Yeah.
is solved,
So-
but Daniel is trying to figure out if he can figure out why it worked.
Because we got it by luck, basically.
Well, we determined a couple, and then after that, yeah, we just guessed until we got it. So
One.
Equivalent
That's a
of
one.
scrolling a lock.
Jared says Critical Role has nothing on this content. Yo, people are just so bored
yeah,
watching
thank
us.
you. Listen, Critical Role doesn't haphazardly solve weighted problems like we do.
Oh well. But
It also though, if you hadn't clipped the bottom ones incorrectly, and then you'd been like, okay, I think this is it, it would have tripped something. So
Yeah, yeah.
good job, you.
We just happened to do this in the exact right way. That's like when you do an equation and you do it wrong like 3 times along the way, but you manage to cancel yourself
So
out.
do you want me to tell you the answer, Daniel?
Not yet.
Aaron says move
Give me,
over,
like,
Matt Mercer. Sarah's in town.
2 more
You're not wrong.
minutes.
Okay, I'll give you 2 more
Literally,
minutes.
You guys, we went into this house because like we
Is
ended
there
up
some
calling
kind of
all the gods,
multiplication
and we said, yeah, okay,
Going
you can
on?
go
Because the
and
only
do
way I
it,
can
do
see
it.
the 5 and
And
1
we're
side
like,
balancing with the
yeah.
3 is
And
if
I
there's
was
some
like,
kind
you
of
know what?
multiplication
Who cares
happening.
if we get
Right.
it? It's D&D. Let's make some risky movements. And we were like,
Risky
"Ooh, let's
movements?"
go." Also, we're very sad because we have our little dragon boy, and we're like, all right, Hiss, because that's his name. Like,
There's
if all
gotta
of
be
the
a
moms
really
die, 'cause he kills all
straightforward
the
way
moms.
that
Yeah.
we're missing.
Yeah. I just don't know what it is.
We're like, all right, little dragon child,
Hmm.
you definitely can't, stick around in this country, so you gotta go back. If all of your mamas die tonight, you gotta go home, all right? And he's like, that's such a long way. And we're like, I know, but you gotta go. You think Orville's bow? If anything, that homie is probably Jester. I'm not gonna let you.
Can I roll insight for a clue? I really want to figure out why this works.
I really love Immediate as you're standing here trying to figure out how you got this thing to work while we are possibly going to get murked in
We're-
this next
Okay, yeah, no, we gotta go because
Where's
I have
lost
to.
Time?
We gotta go because
Don't
I
tell us how
gotta
it works.
sleep.
I want to figure it out. We
Yeah.
just know it works.
Do you want me to give you 1 clue?
Sure, 1 clue.
2 times 2 equals what?
4.
Okay.
That's okay. So 2 times 2 equals 4.
Oh, sweet Mooshu.
Because it would be 2 times 2 of these, which would be 4.
Daniel's forever taking forever on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Himself, and also
1 times
forever
5 is
bargaining
5,
and
plus
he thinks that
5
He has no business
It's
bargaining.
10. 3 times 3 is 9 though.
Alright, babe.
I don't know.
We can work on this later.
Yeah,
So as this
We haphazardly.
We got it. I mean, one way or the other.
You two all a good night.
Woo.
Jared says good night all.
Good night.
So as you good night, Aaron. Bye. So as you clip these last weights onto this structure, the rod at the center pulls slowly down, and those gears begin to turn, and you can hear the clink 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 as these chains are pulled up somewhere out of sight, and the rug behind you pulls back, and there are steps going down.
Into the belly of the beast.
Let's go! Let's punch a dude!
Yeah, let's hurry up and fight something so Mackenzie doesn't fall asleep.
Yep.
So, who is leading down into the... Who's leading down?
Shall we
I
continue
don't
in
know
the
what's
same
in the
order?
necromancers. Someone else should probably go first.
This is a really bad idea. I'm very squishy, but I will go first since I can see.
Okay. So, you head down, and the room is lit with these alchemical blue-green candles all around the room. And you can see at the center of these shelves that are between the candles are those 3 symbols that you saw overlapping in the book: conjury, enchantment, and necromancy. And clustered at the center are jars and jars and jars of beating human hearts and elven hearts and halfling hearts. It is enough that you realize that this is very likely everyone in town.
Ugh.
But otherwise, the room is empty.
I got a job hearts. I got a job hearts.
I don't know what to do with it. Can I make like a medicine check on like what to do?
You can make a medicine check.
Should we perception check this room to make sure there aren't any traps?
What's that?
I'm not gonna touch anything.
I'm still gonna perception check this room to make sure there aren't any traps.
Medicine.
9.
11 for my medicine check.
I don't like
They're
that you
alive.
just rolled.
Like, the hearts are still beating, and they're beating, like, some are beating with the slow beat of someone who's asleep and at rest. Some are beating with the pulse of someone who's up and doing things. Like, they're still connected to whoever owns them. But that symbol for enchantment is actually glowing.
This is literally that Scooby-Doo movie. Except for they're not all in the same vat. They're separated, so it's like hygienic.
Okay.
Snatch us all out.
Would I know, looking at this and now seeing the ritual closer, if I rolled Arcana, would I know if I open the jars, would it release the soul?
Go ahead and roll Arcana.
I'm gonna watch the door.
Okay.
20, not natural.
Damn.
Okay, so you know that you have to sever the ties first.
So we have to kill him.
You have to kill him first.
Okay.
Very important. Don't smash any jars.
So let's crawl back up there and find this mofo.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Is there anything else in the room? Anything around us?
You see a couple like tomes that are probably having to do with all of this that's going on, but other than that, this is pretty much just.
Are the tomes so big that I cannot bring them with me?
They're heavy.
Damn.
They're very large.
We'll come back.
Dibs. When we're done.
Yeah, we'll come back. You're the only one that can use them. Alright, let's
You're a
sneakily
wizard.
crawl
Alright.
back up.
Okay, so you guys go ahead and you crawl back upstairs.
Okay, can we talk about this guy's proficiency in interior decorating, building himself
Honestly.
this nasty, creepy dungeon in like 3 months?
Yeah.
Or was
Oh wait,
his
this
Oh,
way.
okay.
dad creepy? Did the house just come with a weird dungeon?
It was a sex slayer before that.
Yes.
They took out the St. Andrew's cross and just
Can't-
replaced it with all of these symbols on the
Oh, I
ground.
just lost my puzzle.
Oh, bud.
We can work on it later.
He must work on it now or
Maybe
he'll
it's
die.
this one.
I am upset. Oh yeah. Oh wait, but I don't have my numbers. It's
Dun,
okay. I remember them.
dun, dun, dun.
That's so funny.
Listen, when we get to combat, I will be useful.
Alright, let's keep going. I
Big
guess-
empty room in the middle, or is this staircase?
Is this like the foyer?
That would be my guess.
Hold on. Daniel, I'm gonna send you something on.
Real sneaky.
Let me send you something real quick. And then you can work on it later, because I know that you'll, like, obsess over it for a while.
I will focus. I'm focused. I'm ready.
You
to
are.
kill
I'm gonna send you
necromancer.
something that you're gonna really enjoy. There you go. And just check Facebook for
I
it
know you
later.
guys are getting sleepy, and I appreciate you staying up, but I am like, one of us gonna die.
I know. I really want to fight
Alright,
something.
so
You're
where
gonna-
are you headed?
We're gonna. Is this like the foyer?
Yeah.
We
Go
gotta
ahead
go
and move.
upstairs.
Go ahead and move your people. Where are you moving them?
We're
Yeah.
gonna sneaky snake out here.
And just peek out the door.
Yeah, stealth. Stealth
Okay.
all the way.
That was that same entry hall kind of sitting room area that you like walked through previously. There's still just the candles.
Can we
That are
see?
lit.
Is this door open? From what we can see from
No, it's closed.
Do you guys think?
Is there
he's in
light
his
underneath it?
desk here? In his study?
You don't see anything.
I read that word desk and I was like, desk area?
Is he in his desk area?
I mean,
We should
that's
probably
as
clear that room, huh?
yeah, that's as good a point as any to hit him from the door if he's
But
in
he
there.
also had a butler.
He
did have a butler.
The butler comes around the corner with a candlestick.
I guess I did the butler. That's it.
It's only
Rick and
half.
Morty reference. Never mind. Do you want me to run up and stealthily look into the library or the study real quick?
You
Yes.
can't see.
But
If
there's
it's
no
lit.
candlesticks everywhere.
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
God, my heart is beating really fast
Yeah.
right now. I'm like, what's gonna happen to us?
Spooks the fuck out.
35. I can stealthily look into the door.
Okay. So you peek into the room and it is empty.
I come back.
Alright, we gotta go upstairs.
Slice the
Yeah.
pie.
We gotta do this quick, y'all, because the longer we wait, the more chances we're giving them.
I know
Yes.
that we're gonna find him.
We
but
gonna
he-
get
he's gonna find
murked.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would much rather we find him.
I'm grabbing it.
Oh, there you go.
Do you want me to move them off the board?
No, you can leave me right there.
How you doing, Carly?
I'm doing stellar.
You sound so chipper.
I
Are you
really-
awake?
I'm so pleased that you guys are like this into this one.
We love us a good
The last
mystery.
two times I played D&D with y'all, we have played for like 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're not good at stopping.
We don't know when to quit.
We also flew straight through when we would usually take a break tonight. We were like, no, we gotta do it.
Yeah. I always feel bad for you guys because I know, like, I have the undesirable tolerance of being able to stay up till like 7 a.m. So I'm always like, yeah, let's go.
I'm an old
I used to be able to. I don't know when I trained myself out of being able
When we
to.
stopped working at Tigo and we're required to work in human hours.
I've always been like this, though.
Yeah.
You're just adept at it.
I have not.
I'm a grandmother. I work at a library.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how long I've been awake or
Alright.
what.
So if you want to send that to Carly, these are large windows on the front of the
That's
house.
where we're gonna jump out if shit gets real.
Alright, so I'm assuming that we just came up this way.
Now up here, it's a bit more lit. There are a few more candelabras.
It's lit.
And you can actually see light underneath several of the doors. Go ahead and roll stealth, please.
Some kind of witch ceremony.
I figured it out, I think.
Alright, we'll save it, Brightabelle.
Can I confirm real quick?
Okay.
Oh my god. I just said save it.
He got it.
It's compulsion.
And now he's being sneaky about it.
Oh, we're shocked.
Who could have guessed? Also,
Wait, what?
for my
it's
stealth
working.
roll.
You have 10?
Yeah.
14. I'm really mad because I'm +7 to medicine. And I keep rolling. Yeah, shit. Rolling.
Okay.
So I'm like,
And see, originally when I had written Born 2, I thought it had something to do with the torque
Yeah.
versus the position.
Uh-huh.
And then I lost it, and then I couldn't get
Yeah.
the top to balance.
No, but yeah, you got it.
I'm like a
Freaking.
fail.
Ah,
So proud.
that was fantastic.
Yay!
job.
I'm glad.
Alright, now we can go kill a necromancer.
Okay.
I mean,
Alright.
if I'll get murked first.
Alright, so what did y'all roll?
14.
11!
10.
Oh, what are we rolling?
10.
Stealth?
Mm-hmm.
We used all of our rolls up to
Yeah. This
Oh,
is when it
that's so
starts
funny.
to. Yeah! This is when it starts to break bad.
25.
Yeah.
Okay, so while most of you are quite quiet going upstairs, this is still a house that's constructed of wood. It's still a creaky place. So as the 5 of you climb the stairs, while the smaller, slighter ones manage to slip up unheard, a couple of you hit places in the floor where it's particularly creepy, and you hear a book slam closed.
Sarah, my heart actually just broke. Did you see me jump for real? I was engrossed in my paper. Like, how could you do me like that?
Where did we hear it come from?
I just jumped out of my skin.
You heard it come from this side of the house.
But upstairs, it wasn't
Yeah,
downstairs.
it's
behind us.
upstairs, yeah.
Oh, F-bombs
Every-
all over the place.
Stay lane.
Harry's fingers clench. I'm so scared.
Is that your sphincter?
You You have many of them.
So
And as you guys stand at the top of the stairs after just hearing a book slam closed, you hear
Tamsin's gonna
Edgar
stealthily.
Allan Poe playing? Excuse me.
across the floor, and this door here opens.
Yeah.
Shit,
I'm gonna ready. I'm gonna ready suggestion to cast as soon as I can see the person.
Tamsin's gonna dash to hide behind this wall.
I'm gonna ready my spear, I guess.
We're all like Mackenzie, who seems totally fine. Like,
I'm tired. I'm
And
sleepy.
does Tamsin have time to dash to hide behind this wall?
No, you don't have
Alright,
time
then
to
he just readies his crossbow.
Okay. And so, Lord Ulok steps out,
Mayor Oolong.
and he has a tome in his arms, and he looks over you all, and he's, might I ask what you're doing in my home?
Suggestion.
Okay.
What do you cast?
Suggestion.
Ooh.
Wisdom saving throw 15 or higher.
12.
Hell yeah! Alright. You suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. Asking the creature to stab itself, throw himself onto a spear, immolate itself, or do some other obviously harmful act ends the spell. Target makes a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. The suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration. If the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends when the subject finishes what it is asked to do. You can also specify conditions that will trigger a specific special activity during the duration. For example, you might suggest that a knight give her war horse to the first beggar she meets. If the condition isn't met before the spell expires, the activity isn't performed. So, I'm going to cast this spell, and I'm going to look at him. And we're just friends, and you want to help us.
I want to help everyone, dear girl.
He's a fucking elf.
Wouldn't you like to step in? We can have a word.
He has advantage, that doesn't mean he's immune. I would like you to tell me what... Wait, that's not either of my accents.
Oh.
I would like you to tell me what you have been doing in this town.
I've been making things better.
How?
Oh, come now. You haven't wandered up here without seeing a few things.
So creepy.
What is your goal?
My goal is to make things better.
For them or for yourself?
For everyone. Iranians are a bit dull.
Oh, you're such a tart.
Hey.
And are you from home, darling?
You are new.
Is he addressing me? I can't tell.
No, he was talking to Sabine. Rin is like having a heart attack in the background.
She's like, quite cool. It's fine. Where's me and you getting caught? It's fine.
I'm gonna kind of turn my head a little bit and just say, don't attack him yet.
Okay. Remember's like, okay.
I want you to take us into your room and tell us all about the rituals you have been casting.
Darling, I would have done that even if you hadn't cast a spell. And he takes a step back and waves you in towards the room.
Oh, Frank.
I don't like this.
I don't like this
It's
either.
bad.
Is that room safe? You want to help us. Helping
It's
us means
certainly
keeping
not
us safe.
booby trapped. You want to talk? Let us talk.
Is there anyone else in there?
Oh no. Stefan goes and rests for the evening. Now, do you
Where?
want- Do you-
You gotta answer a
It's
question.
just gonna be something that like swings open and it's Stefan.
Stefan! That's the Scooby-Doo name if I've
It
ever
is.
heard it. Who was it?
This is how I know y'all are genuinely tense. Is you start making jokes.
Up in arms.
Now,
He's not under your spell.
I think he is, but he's just very good at working around it.
Yeah.
Because I
He
gave
seems
it.
to have. He has experience with magic. He
Yeah,
knows
I
how
gave
to-
a really general
Of
term.
course he does. He's from
He has literally an entire town
under
enthralled.
magic. Yeah.
He's very powerful.
Yeah, he's strong.
But we can still fuck him up, team! We're level 4 now! We can do it! I believe in us!
My heart
Could you
is
peek into the
literally
room
like.
and just see what's in there without us having to go in there and like follow him in?
I want him to walk
Yeah.
in first. I do not want to. Look at the menacing ass mini she pulled out for him.
I mean, he's standing right there, so I definitely have to approach him.
He wants to help us right now, theoretically.
Help us move on to the
the
next
next
life.
life.
So,
Wouldn't she
Temsin,
know if he's
Temsin's-
under her spell?
Yeah, she made her suggestion and he followed through.
Oh, okay. He's just a masochist. No.
So, I'll do it.
There is nothing in that room that will make us come to harm.
Not until we all step into it. I'm sure that you don't just want to talk. Do you think I'm an idiot?
Then I think we would rather have a conversation here.
Lovely. Shall I put my book away?
What book is it?
No.
Carly, I just.
Oh,
wanted
this
to
was
see-
just anatomical studies. A bit of light reading before bed.
I'll take that.
And he just hands it over, and it is just anatomical.
Carly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
jump on live because I want you to watch the interaction. I want you to see with your eyes.
I'm so tense.
Do you want me to approach?
I don't want to go into that room. I don't think it is
Or
safe.
did you want me to just look inside like you asked?
Do we need to ask him any other questions?
I have the spell for. I have it for 8
Do we
hours.
need to ask
You
him
have
any
it
other
for
questions?
8 hours,
I have
or
it for
until
8
he
hours.
follows through with what you suggested.
Which he has.
Don't. She's a Gemini. Don't do this. Do you have any other questions you need to ask him?
She's rolling.
She's rolling. No, we're good. I think
I stab
We
him.
got. Yeah, we got to murder this dude.
Temsin fires his crossbow.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Just fuck him up.
Everybody-
I don't care.
Roll for initiative!
Wait, I should go first because I stabbed him.